I'm trying to turn this guy into a diamond. And man, that comes from pressure.
I slid this one whole string to Empire. I had to ask him head to toe. I had to do was spray me off, and he's laughing. Ha ha, I shouldn't have gotten him mad, boy.
You put your cup over your nuts, not your ears, right? So you got to go out and compete. And he's pitching in the big leagues right now for the Oakland A's. He probably doesn't even realize how close he was to not making the team or getting cut. He just stuck to it. The best players are the most disciplined players. They're the ones that work the hardest, the ones that put into their craft what they want to get.
All right, guys, let's jump right back into it. We are in here today in the Wolf Den with Mr. Brent Haring, like the fish. Like the fish, right? Yep. So he is the head baseball coach at Nicholls State University. And I'm pretty sure this guy got a lot of things to talk about today.
Man, I'm just excited to be here. Appreciate y'all having me.
It's just coming, man. For real. Appreciate you coming on. So let's just jump into it. Coming out of college, man, you play sports and like lower like from childhood coming up, or?
Yeah, I played sports growing up. Played baseball all through college, and
Where you played at?
Played 2 years at a junior college in Colorado Northwestern Community College, and then 2 years at Southern Virginia University in Virginia.
Oh, so you worked your way up?
Yeah, just kind of.
Boy, that's a change from down here.
I know. That's totally different culture. Yeah, so we love it down here. This place is right on for who we are.
Well, was that like a challenge for you going to play ball up in those high altitudes, like compared to like playing ball in these lower altitudes? Because I know that's a thing, especially with these professional teams and college teams traveling to these other places and all. Like one team, they'll say has an advantage at this field because they're so used to playing in those type of conditions. Yeah, where the elevation
flies at elevation. Well, the higher you get, the further it flies. Course, field, blah blah blah. But we're seeing the ball moves and runs. But man, down here, I love it. Got that warm weather, that humidity. Guys' arms feel good all the time. Ball sinks. That's great.
Hell yeah. So, whenever you finished up at college, where you like started out at, you went straight into coaching, or did you like kind of put your feet into the job field, the work field? What?
Yeah, no, I went straight into coaching. My goal, actually, what I wanted to do was join the military, and I was gonna do that, and got offered a job at College of the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri. So I was working at a baseball camp in Missouri, the Show Me Baseball camp, in between my junior and senior year. And then after my senior year, and met Coach McGahey, who was the head coach at the time at College of the Ozarks. And he offered me a job. I figured, yeah, I'll jump in and do this for a couple of years, and then join the military. And here we are.
So you never even made it to the military?
6 years later.
So never made it to the military, just always stuck with
baseball the whole way.
Baseball is your passion. It's in your blood, I'm guessing.
Love baseball. Yeah, love the game. Love the lessons it teaches you, the life lessons it teaches you, and the opportunity to impact people's lives through the game was always awesome.
Give us some insight on that, right? Like, so give us a life lesson that it might teach to like our younger generation being involved in a sport, just like, I guess, maybe like the discipline or something that comes with it.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just talking to a good friend of mine. His son's committed to play at the Air Force Academy, and they played in the state championship back in Utah. And he was telling me that his son pitched on 48 hours rest, arm was hurting, and didn't know if he was going to be able to do it, but just battled through it. He said, they lost the game. They lost the state championship game. Said talking to his son afterwards, his son said, "Dad, I can go to bed with no regrets. I gave it everything I got." And I was just telling him, like, hey, man, this is something that he'll carry with him through his life. Like, if you do things the right way, when you lay your head on your pillow, you can go to sleep with no regrets. And if you can do that, and you can learn that through sport, man, it'll springboard you in life and help you be successful in life.
Well, actually, me and one of my employees, we were talking about that today on the truck right here. And I was just talking about like the struggles between the younger generation and, just how it's so hard to find employees these days, right? With his company, my company, just in general, it's just hard to find dedicated people who says that's gonna come and do what they actually say they're gonna do. But then, uh, my boy Brand, he made up a good point, and I always thought this. So, like, if you're somebody who doesn't take the gym seriously and like you don't care about your self care and your own health, it's like how are you supposed to care about anything else in your environment around you if you don't even care about yourself, right? So I feel like that plays a big part in that, right? So like these kids coming in playing sports, they get that discipline aspect. They get to grow and see how they progress into that area. So it's just like whenever you're hiring somebody to work for your company, it's like you already know that if you're hiring an athlete that actually went at that level, like on a college level, or even even on a high school level, if they were determined and they made it and they stuck it out and did it, I feel like that's more of a person I would want to hire before somebody who wasn't an athlete. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because they already are
stick to it in this. That especially with the game of baseball, it's such a game of failure that you know that they're going to be able to handle setbacks and failure and be able to rebound and get better because of it. I mean, baseball, it'll beat you down, and all you can do is show up the next day, which is what you're looking for in an employee is somebody that will always show back up and give it everything they got, so they'll have that discipline. And then the other things sports teach you is how to be a teammate, and which matters in the workplace, which matters when you're going through life as a husband, as a father, or, husband or wife, or a father or a mother. Is That's your team. You got to be a good teammate. Sports teach you that.
I'm not gonna lie, baseball actually did help me be less of a selfish person. That's actually kind of funny. I just remember that. I played baseball and I was like, I used to be that kid that was like, I'm the best. I can do it myself. And like, that I learned pretty fast.
Baseball humbles you, man. It does. It's like, I hate to compare it because I know you hate me for this, but I feel like baseball and golf is just it's so similar. Just like obviously you don't want your baseball players playing golf because it's a mess up that swing, right? But as far as like just the struggles in the game, it's both like I wouldn't say slower pace, but they're slower pace in game. But whenever it's up, it's up. Whenever things are going good and things are going right, it's the most beautiful sports ever played. It's like it's almost like a charismatic feeling whenever you get to watch it being played at its highest levels.
Right, just little things. I can remember as a player, made 3 errors in one game, and like, wanted to walk home. I walk home from the field. I didn't want to ride with anybody because man, I suck. I just don't deserve to ride. I'm gonna walk home. But there's always something within the game that brings you back. Like it's like, man, tomorrow I got to show back up, and you show up and you get a hit or you make a play, and all of a sudden it's like, man, I could do this.
Right.
So the game will humble you, but I was just telling my son, like, he's 10, hey man, be a builder. Good teammates are builders, so build up your teammates because it's easy to ride the highs when you're high. When you're low, it's easy to get stuck there too. So be the guy that, like, man, tries to hold people up when they're high and pull them up when they're low.
Right.
So that's what being a good teammate is.
Do you find when you first started coaching versus now, was there like, I guess, was the I'm trying to say how I want to put this, but like people that were coming in to be on the teams and stuff like this, were they more willing to be team play? Like, I guess what I'm saying, like we talked about, then versus now, the generation.
The generation.
I feel like the generation now is more entitled. Like they almost got a chip on their shoulder, saying like, "Oh, I know you gotta come with that mindset you're the best, but like you said, you kind of gotta be humbled because I mean, listen, if you think you're the best, there's chances are there's somebody probably better than you,
100%.
and it's kind of I just want to see what because I know you've seen from starting out versus now. I mean, I could tell you just from the company aspect, I see it, and look, I'm not that old, but I kind of see a difference in the older generation that's coming up. Look, they have more work at like some of these new kids now coming in. They think they're entitled. They think they're owed everything. They just kind of
They just want, and then a lot of people I notice. It's like I guess the question that he's asking is, do you struggle more with players these days compared to back in the day?
back in the day.
Yeah, it's a totally different deal because Man, I think back to when I first started. I mean, there was no social media. I mean,
When no social media and early on to that.
that says, I mean, we were barely breaking into cell phones at that point. But like these kids now, I mean, there's so much exposure, and there's really with that comes pressure. But yeah, they have all that the following for social media and all that stuff. Like man, they think they got it going on. Where those kids, it's like nobody knew them. They just came in and they played, and that's how they got their notoriety. They had to go in and perform. Kids nowadays with all this social media, man, they roll in and they already have a following and they're already got pressure to be good. And it's a tougher deal nowadays.
Do y'all normally get a full turnout whenever y'all, like do semester as the semester's going? Do y'all always have a full, I guess, schedule of people trying out?
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of kids.
Yeah, does anybody ever try? Yeah, okay.
No, we're pretty good as far as that, but we'll bring in, we're allowed to have 40 on our roster, and we'll bring in 45.
I guess my real question on with it or where he was going with it, and I know this is what he wanted to know. Are the kids soft compared to tough these days? Because I see it in just the regular things. I feel like kids these days, they soft. They don't want. It's almost like it's hard.
Really, when we grew up, we were always outside, always playing, all this stuff. Now it's all video games.
I'll feel my dad. I'm
Making a lot of them, but I literally quit baseball because I was scared of getting
no.
of it.
Listen, just check it out. I had a coach whenever I was in primary school. I could call him out. He's actually a very popular influencer now in this area, and he does some cool stuff. I love the guy, cool guy, whatever. This dude used to talk to us like, and I'm talking about 7th, 8th grade now, like, hey, mother effer, what you doing? You about to get the death knocked out of you. Crack that mother effer. Like, I'm talking about ruthless. Like, but I'm talking about we going outside. Then I'm talking about he was a football coach at this time. I'm talking about we was running, and if it rained, we ain't missing practice because it's raining. We're going, and the first thing we're doing if we go outside, we're diving in mud holes and getting dirty before we even have the chance to complain. Oh, I got tackled, now I'm full of mud. Dude, one time I went in, I slid in this mud hole straight into amp out. I had to ask from head to toe. I had to get completely naked in front of everybody. Oh, in front of my whole team. I had to do was spraying me off, and he's laughing. The coach I'm talking about, he's laughing. He's like, ha ha, I shouldn't have gotten them man, boy. Like, and I was just like, dude, you are fucking ruthless, bro. Like,
Are you hard coach or soft coach?
I don't know. I think I guess probably softer than hard, or my personality is to love and to build people up. But at the same time, I'm a competitive dude, and I can get after kids too. I want kids to do things the right way.
right. And do you ever see him like shifting and like kind of like not listening to your advice, and then they do that on the field, and it's just like frustrating for you because it's just like, man, you should have just listened to what I told you. If you would have, you know what I mean?
The thing that I think because I played, like I realized that the game's tough. It's hard. I tell our guys all the time, like, hey, I haven't forgotten how hard it is to play.
Right.
And I think this goes back to the original question. Do I think kids are softer these days? We have these conversations all the time. I don't think they're softer per se. They're just different.
Different mindset.
That whole mantra of like, when I was a kid was like, man, our parents were so much tougher than we were. We had to went on the farm and they rode their horse to school and, whatever. And then, they thought we were spoiled brats and we had no work ethic. And I think we say that now because of social media and all that stuff. I think kids can choose to be mentally tough, and they can be tough, and they can choose to be mentally weak, and they can be mentally weak. It's really the standard you hold them to, and then you don't allow them to shift under that standard. So I would hope, I think our guys are pretty tough.
What do you think's making the difference between like your average players and then the players that actually do something with baseball, go the extra and then get it to the MLB, all these other different sorts?
That's a good question. Obviously talent plays a huge part in that, like how far you make it. Luck plays a big part of it. But surely the best players are the most disciplined players. They're the ones that work the hardest, the ones that put into their craft what they want to get.
Is it the guys that's going in after practice and going into the batting cages after
That's what I want to know. Like, what are those guys doing that the others aren't? Like, is that what they're doing? Extra hours at the park?
Yeah, I think so. I think
is that Kobe Bryant mentality, right?
yeah. I mean, I think there's some of that, and I think the best are so attentive to the details. So that there's a difference between like detailed work and non-detailed work. Like you can go just sit in the cage and hit with no focus or no plan. Are you still getting better? Sure, you're still getting better. But if you go in there and you're like, man, I'm really working on hitting the inside half of the ball and trying to create good backspin, and every swing is really detailed into that. Obviously, you're going to get better faster, right? And so I think the best players are super detailed.
Oh yeah, that's actually.
And that where I was about to say it. And also, I know they have a lot of money going into Nicholls programs right now, just from other sponsors and people in the community that want to see Nicholls grow and see Nicholls succeed. Do you see y'all progressing and kind of players getting better due to the accessible tools and stuff y'all have now? Like, because I know like in some of these programs now y'all can analyze how fast the swing speed is. You know what I mean? Y'all can get down to the nitty gritty. I'm sure y'all utilizing those things at Nicholls right now. You have to be.
Yeah. We have TrackMan and Aware and all the things that we can see what guys are doing and how fast their arm works and how much they're spinning the ball. Like, all that stuff. And we use that obviously in training. But at the end of the day, man, you put your cup over your nuts, not your ears, right? So you got to go out and compete.
I like the detailed stuff that actually resonates. Just like Loki videos, it's like if you're going in with a plan, it's like we want to make this hook better. It'll make this better. I really like that.
Well, yeah, it's the small things, and that's why like I try even implement in with my employees. Like today, one of my employees, we let out a graphic and I sent it to like one of my clients, and I didn't realize I didn't check the graphic card because I was on the road, going to the next shoot or whatever for one of my other clients. And I was like, yeah, good to go. So, all right, but I sent it to the client to make sure I get it approved. They put an H instead of an N in partners. So it said partners. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like spelling or graphic, like that's such a small detail, but it's like, that's a big detail. You know what I mean? It's yeah. So it's just like, but no, it's just like taking the time, just focus, don't try to rush things. Put your skill and put your focus into what you're doing. And it's almost, you almost can't lose.
Yeah. I think, like, probably being by far the oldest guy in the room, like, the thing that I've observed over the years, the most successful people, whether it be in sports or business or whatever, it's the guys that are the most disciplined and the guys or gals that are the most detailed. They're the most successful.
Discipline and detail.
Yeah. Those would be the two things that I would say. Around, you want to be really good, you got to be disciplined to do the work, and you have to be detailed to do it the right way.
You might need to put that on a little share like D&D. That was hard. Discipline and detail.
Yeah,
man, that's hard. And by stood out, yeah, by the way, coming out to you copyright infringement.
So like I don't even know what's going on, but because like I just kind of learned who you were today as soon as I was coming in. So like this program, I kind of want to know more about it. Is it just like the team for Nicholls baseball?
Yeah. So I'm the head baseball coach for Nicholls State. We're small Division I school in the Southland Conference. It's a great league, and it's a cool place. I mean, and the thing that's unique about Nicholls to me is that obviously we're down on the bayou, but like you think about universities, most universities run off of a main highway. And as you guys well know, there ain't no main highways around here. You don't just stumble into Nicholls. Like you got here for a reason.
Right.
And I love that part about it.
And it's a beautiful campus too.
Oh man.
Never been.
Oh, Nicholls? So it's not yet.
No, they've ever been to Nicholls.
We need
That's a surprise.
We need to take them to the dinner night at the John Falls whenever they do like the dinner. You've been a few times? Straight there. So, are you gonna be at Manning Casting Academy coming up, man? Friday Night Lights. Yeah, you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'll be with my boys on the sidelines.
Yeah. I mean, are you gonna be there? You coming?
I said, I don't even know. Yeah,
It's not.
a week from Friday.
Yeah, it's next Friday.
Nah, man. Look, I went to Nicholls. Nicholls is great. I went. Look, college wasn't my thing, but I made it. But look, hey, it's changed dramatically. Like I went the other day, I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know. Half these buildings.
Oh, you was doing some crane work over there, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, we had a couple different things go on, but man, look, it's drafts. Like I couldn't find. Like I didn't realize. Look, we used to be on campus all the time. We used to cut up all the time. But now, man, I went the other day for something. I don't remember where I went for, but what job it was even. But I'm like, dude, none of this was here.
So how long have you actually been at Nicholls?
I've been there almost a year. I got hired last year in July. So
Where they pulled you from?
from LSU, I spent last year at LSU.
Oh, that's true. Dude, I'm completely. All right, so you what were you at? What were you doing at LSU? You were like one of the
I was the director of baseball operations.
okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
So you know a thing or two too, huh?
well, I don't know about that, no, but that was a cool deal.
How long?
Talk about the detail and discipline and all that stuff. I mean, watching those guys at that level, the best players in the country, playing right now, I think.
Yeah, there they are, and
Yeah.
the championship. Yeah.
But like, man, watching a guy like Monster Milam, like the work that he put in, Jared Jones and those guys, all of us there, like, man, I couldn't be cheering harder for those dudes because I watched what they do, what they put into it, up close and personal.
Right. That's actually really cool.
Curious to know if there was any like MLB players that came out of Nicholls.
Yeah, there's been a couple. Like Scott Sanders back in the day, he was a first round pick out of Nicholls, made it to the big leagues.
Oh, word.
There's 4 or 5.
I had a cousin. I don't think he went to Nicholls, but he pitched for the Atlanta Braves. I forget his name. Yeah, I got a baseball with I don't even. He's like a distant cousin, but they got like I was like real into Atlanta Braves, so they got in the sign the ball for me whenever I was younger. But he wasn't like he was like a he's like a backup pitcher, but like he still pitched, like he pitched in games and stuff. So it's cool.
I think everybody everywhere, like that was my favorite team too. Like everybody ran.
The Braves.
That's the craziest thing.
You are?
Oh really?
Y'all are?
I'm telling you, this
Crazy. Who was it? I'm losing. Chipper Jones. Come on, man. I was a man, dude. Go I'm serious. I got a bat with Chipper Jones, like a little mini bat and all. I was
Been one of the best switches of all time. No, I go way further back. My favorite player was Del Murphy.
see, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know Del Murphy. That means you guys are a lot younger than I am.
Yeah, because when was he playing?
Dell played in the came up in the 70s and played all the way through. I think his last year was in Colorado. I think it was in 93 and 94.
Okay,
Yeah, I was 4 years old. So, sheesh.
Yo, you've been coaching ball now for a total how many years though?
Man, 20, 25 years.
So basically, like, whenever you came out, it was straight beef off, straight in. So you went to it was
College of the Ozarks.
College at Ozarks, and then you went
I
to
went to Mount Olive College in Mount Olive, North Carolina. And then I went back to where I played at Southern Virginia University. And then went to Harding University in Searcy, Arkansas. For a couple years, got my master's degree, and then went to Dixie College. It's now Utah Tech in my hometown of St. George, Utah.
we're not trying to get too personal with you, but like, did you have a family and all this time?
Yeah. So I got married when I went back to Southern Virginia. I went back to finish my degree. Because when I left, I had to finish my degree and start coaching.
So was that like hard managing like that marriage life and having to move?
No, because I married the best person in the world. She's like the best supporter.
Oh, so he said that on his own, right? You know, it's very natural. That way, if your wife is watching,
She's the
sure
best.
knows.
I got the best, most supportive wife of all time.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, I mean we did it for a long time. It was just her and I. And then had my boys when I was coaching. I went to Utah Tech to BYU. I had both of my sons when we were coaching at BYU, and then LSU, and then Nicholls. So
Your oldest one is 10.
he's 10 years old. 10 and 7.
10 and 7.
Are they both into sports?
They both love baseball.
I figured they would, but look, you'd be surprised. Like, I was talking to somebody that also does some coaching stuff. and like one of them doesn't like baseball. I like one, not so much baseball, but just sports in general. Right? One of them is just kind of on the gaming side kind of thing, and one of them like sports. I didn't know.
They both love baseball. They both love football. They like the game too, though.
Yeah.
My older son, man, he thinks he's a Fortnite wizard.
Everybody thinks that Fortnite wizard. Yeah.
Dude, I don't even play that.
Me and Andy think we Fortnite wizards. Me and Andy play every now and again.
Oh my God, that's totally. Yeah, but yeah, they love to play. They're all in.
So how long you plan on doing this for?
Man, I guess till I die. At this point, been into it for a long time, and I would say I'll do it until I feel like I'm not capable of doing it anymore. If I'm not having an impact the way that I think I need to or should be, then it'll be time to get out. But I hope I can do that for a while.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna say I kind of like that statement because I feel like some people will continue to do something even if it's not productive.
Oh,
Like,
sure.
but think about that. He just said if he's not contributing, like that's very self-aware.
Right.
If you're not contributing to something, then obviously it's time to hang it up. But I like that. That's just a cool statement.
And your greatest lesson you learned from playing baseball and coaching baseball?
Man, that's a really good question. I would say, one, you don't ever give up on yourself. I mean, I look at guys that I've coached, and a great story for you. We had a kid at BYU that he was a walk-on for us, and thought he wasn't going to make. Honestly, we didn't know if he was going to make the team, and he made the team. And just kept getting better, and he's pitching in the big leagues right now for the Oakland A's. Oh, and it's like, man, like he doesn't know. He probably doesn't even realize how close he was to not making the team or getting cut. But he just stuck to it, And I've seen that in my own life through my coaching career and stuff. That if you just can stick to it, if you can just keep pushing and keep trying.
Seems like it's almost impossible.
That one though, like
Because if you just don't quit.
exactly. Like I feel like that's such with the younger generation and stuff too. Like everybody's like, and you see it's such a common occurrence on social media. Oh, I'm so depressed, but I'm laying in bed all day, and then I wake up to play video games, and then I watch a movie, and then I go back to sleep. And it's just like, well, yeah, you are depressed.
No
And you ain't not good. Yeah, no wonder you ain't seen daylight probably in 2 or 3 days. You didn't go get no social interaction with nobody. So if you're gonna keep on doing these same things that you're doing, you're not gonna get pulled out of the slump. Go outside and do something. Go talk to somebody. Go to a cafe and meet somebody. I don't know. Just do something. Pick up a book and read and go in the sunlight. You know what I mean? Be like human.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, it's not easy, man. Life, people is stuck in these traps. And that's really what it is. It's get outside of yourself. Go do something for somebody else. I tell people all the time, if you feel bad, go help somebody else.
Yeah.
It'll make you feel better.
Or don't, like, if you feel bad or something or depressed or something, don't go inside and watch a movie and isolate yourself. So I saw a dude the other day, and he's like takes care of lawns and stuff. And he's a wealthy guy. He takes care of lawns for rich people, and he also takes care of the lawns for poor people in poor neighborhoods. He said the number one distinction between the two is whenever he goes on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning or whatever time in the morning, he said all the rich neighborhoods, you gotta go in, you can see somebody outside working on their garden, outside by the pool reading a book, and it don't matter, it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, whatever time. Walking a dog, going for a run, washing a car. He said in these poor neighborhoods, you don't see nobody. It's like ghosts. And it's because everybody's still inside, sleeping, staying in, sleeping till, watching Netflix, not doing nothing. So that just shows you the difference in those categories of people. It's just like the people that are successful, they're successful for a reason. They have a guy. They have
Discipline. That's all they're on. They got the discipline to get up and do it. I mean, that's what it is. You gotta go after the dream. You gotta chase it. You gotta get up and you gotta go.
every single day. Though it's consistency. Yeah. Because like even I struggled with that before in the past, and I still do sometimes. Like where I just get so overwhelmed. I got we're doing things with 25 different clients right now. We got people hitting us up to do other things. We got 3 different companies they doing. We trying to start 2 more companies. We trying to start another company right now. I mean, we just got so many things in the works, and I just have to remember sometimes, like, hey, Nick, it's okay to, like, chill out for 2 hours tonight and stop doing stuff because I have that problem. And, like, I need to chill out with that, actually, because I need to remember also, like, I'm also a human and I need that mental break.
Yeah, the best version of yourself. You should or do you gotta make sure that you're in the right headspace and whatever that is, or if it's getting in the gym or but the most disciplined people do those things that it takes for them to be productive for as long as it is.
Well, it got such a bad point these past few months. We just been so busy with all the companies and just over here 24/7. If we ain't over here 24/7, we out on the road or whatever. So we built a gym downstairs. We have to go show you once we die. Oh yeah, we built. Austin just finished it up. He just finished the lights up. We got a few pieces of our equipment. We got some nice mats and some floor, some turf and stuff in there. So now we have a full gym downstairs, ice bath, steam sauna.
So that's dope.
Yeah. So we literally on that self.
Got rid of that gym membership what you do here.
So I'm still paying for mine.
Yeah. Oh, we want that self-care kick right now. It's just like, because I'm seeing it like, it's just like, how can you care about the things that you want to do if you don't even care about yourself?
Even that, it's just that I mean, so just
Good, you do good.
general stress reliever. I mean, look at all the stresses out in the world right now. I mean, I feel like, and that's pretty much every coach's demeanor. I mean, look, they impacting these kids' lives. I mean, it's an outlet for them. Look, whether they got problems at home, problems in school. I mean, look, baseball, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, it's an outlet. They go there, they can kind of get away from everything and focus on something else versus the problem that they may have at home or whatever they do. Yeah, I mean, think about it. That's crazy. I mean, look, when, some people just say, oh, you might just be a coach, but it's more than that. You spend more time with these kids, some of these kids, and probably their family or parents. I mean, think about it. You're like a father figure.
Oh, my coach.
I tell kids on the recruiting trip, I tell the parents, like, hey man, if you entrust your kid to this place, you're entrusting them to me. I'm gonna treat him like he's my own kid.
Yeah.
And we do that. I mean, my little boys look at the players like they're big brothers, and my wife looks at them like they're kids.
Is it? It is beautiful, but is that not like weird sometimes for like these people in these other states? Because like not everybody's like us down here, and that, or traveled, and you see the different dynamics. So like we had one guy. He came on the podcast the other day. He's actually he plays for the Savannah Bananas. I'm sure you know him, Brock Terrio. So he was actually the last episode that we released, and he was telling us he went to New York and he like nodded his head at a guy to tell him like what's up, and dude was like, "What, bro? You got a problem with me? Like, what's up?" And he was like, "Oh man, I just said hello." So he's like,
Yeah, it's different everywhere you go. You go to New York, man, you don't want to make eye contact with people. You
I don't know. They want
that's what I'm basically saying.
out here, man. Everybody wants to be friendly and talk, and
Well, that's what I'm saying though. So like whenever you go and recruit these kids and they in other states and all, do you kind of have to like treat each situation like a different dynamic? Like, hey, these people might be a little standoffish to me. Maybe I need to approach them this way to let them know that their kid is comfortable and safe at our program with us.
yeah, I just want them to know that like I'm gonna care for them and love them. And, I think as a parent, that's probably your biggest fear, like trusting your kids with somebody else. I also tell them like, hey man, part of treating them like my own kids, like my kids will be the first ones to tell you that. Hey man, when I don't do things right, dad'll get me, So I tell them that too. Hey man, we're gonna hold them to a high standard. We're gonna push them. We're gonna kick them in the butt when they need it. We're gonna give them a hug and tell them we love them when they need it. All of the above, just like we do with our kids.
Right.
They're around all the time. They come to practice a lot. My 7-year-old loves the bat boy. He's all in. So
He's like on top of it, like making sure they got the right bat, making sure
he's
I would say he probably runs that like it's his job, but
he does a great job. My older son does it some too, but he rather run around and play.
But it's things like that though, like incorporating those type of things into your kids. Like even with Austin with his kids, they have like a little egg farm, a chicken farm, or what.
Yeah. I mean,
And like you said, yeah. So like they go and put all the eggs, and they sell like little drinks and stuff in a little thing. It's like based on the trust process. so everybody in that neighborhood can go and buy eggs or whatever. Well, dude, his daughter's over here walking around with like $1,000 in her pocket.
Look, it was fun. I kind of tell you the story real quick. So the other day, we kept every time I'd go to the stand, I mean, it's really taking off. We kind of advertised it a little bit, and it just started with people in the neighborhood. But I was it goes back to kind of getting, kids out of the house with the games and just kind of doing something different, being productive. So I told my wife, I said, look, I don't want them to just be on these iPads and all this other stuff. I want them to better do something, show some meaning, show some initiative or something. So I said, all right. So we had a little farm and we got, some chickens and whatnot. Well, I ended up getting a lot of chickens. So like we get 4 or 5 dozen eggs a day.
Wow.
So we we go to the back, we clean the eggs, we put them in it. built them a little stand and it's got a refrigerator in it. So they clean the egg, they pick them up. Ideally, they would put 7 dozen eggs and they were gone within a day and a half. So look, people are coming from all down the road, from the neighborhood. We got customers that don't even, they'll drive 10, 15 minutes away. But what's crazy, so we started collecting the money for, we go to, they were like, oh, how much, so I give them the money and we let them spend their money, show them, hey, if you want to buy us up. So after a while, they were like, oh, wait, I said, well, what's your goal? She's like, oh, I want to hit 1,000 ounces. I'm like, okay, well, that's not a crazy goal, but I said that's a goal. That's for sure. She's thinking, oh, it's not possible. So the other day, I told my wife, I said, look, we need to count this money because, like, I've been kind of doing some math in my head, and it's been $35, $40 here every pretty much time we go. Did we count the money the other day? $750. So wait, bro. So now we just counted it again yesterday. She's had $960.
And she's spending like
She's gonna hit the goal probably this week. Yeah, but at the end of this week, she'll hit $1,000. Like it's crazy stuff.
no, like that's not even it. They're like they go to what you call it, where y'all go Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
And they buy stuff with their own money. Like I think he said something one day or something.
Oh no.
No, don't worry, Daddy, I got it.
Yeah, like, well, look, it's crazy. So yeah, so I'll tell her some stuff, and I'm like, oh. So she's like, oh, can I get that? I'm like, yeah, if you got your money. She's like, yeah, I got my money. I'm like, but look, that's $50. Oh, she said, huh, I don't know if I want to spend 50. It's like, I'm going to get that $20 toy. And that's the thing. They starting to think and say, learn the value of $1. I'm like, and look, everybody that tells us, like, man, that's awesome. I'm like, look, they're really taking off with it. Like, it's kind of crazy. And then, so we came up with other ideas. So I'm like, what else you want to put in the stand? They're like, oh, maybe Cool Pops. We like Cool Pops. We put that in the freezer part. Dude, it sells like crazy. The kids just come every afternoon. All the kids in the neighborhood buying Cool Pop. Hey, drinks. We put Coke, Sprite, water, these little hug drinks.
So that just goes to show though, like, with your son, you installing those things into him now, like he's pretty much running his own operation with the bad thing. So technically, like at that age, up to a 7-year-old, that's his own little business.
But what's crazy? They'll never forget that.
No, yeah.
He'll always remember, man, my dad.
Our players are so awesome with them. Like Christian Westcott comes to my mind. Like that dude, the way he treats my kids and stuff, he'll always have a special spot in my heart because of how he's treated my kids.
It's like a little brother to him.
And
That's one of your players now.
he's one of our players.
That's all awesome.
So I mean, all of them, they're all awesome. But it's been a good experience for them. That's where I miss baseball. They probably learn words that they shouldn't learn, but they're at college.
Yeah, so yeah. Because of the territory, I'm sure.
Hey, man, that's appropriate for a college kid, but not for a 7-year-old.
Your son's playing with all these ball players and all. That man's to be dipping on the field by the time he's 13.
Picking up them habits.
Yeah.
That boy gonna have a pack of big league chew.
Now, you gonna walk into his room?
You go,
What the hell is this?
you be like,
Yeah, I swear it ain't mine. I swear.
You gotta hope his mom doesn't catch it.
Say, I found that in your bag, dog.
What kind of baseball did you play when you were a kid? Were you in high school playing baseball, or you played like?
No, you say you play high school and college.
Oh, word. Hey, was there travel ball?
Yeah, you gotta pay attention right here, buddy.
No, I do. I just
Let's say I was on basketball those days. It was all American Legion and so yeah.
we're some no travel.
Didn't have travel ball back then.
What is that Thibodeau hat you wearing right now? I'm actually curious about that.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know where it came from. It was in my office when I got the job, and I love it.
I know it's fire hat.
So I rock it.
They got like a Nicholls sign on it too?
No, we're actually doing one similar that we'll have to get some over to the studio for you guys when they come in. But we're doing one similar with this. I say Colonel with the Nicholls logo. But yeah, we'll take care of y'all.
All right, appreciate that. Do you plan on staying at Nicholls for a while, or like, do you think you found a home? Do you like it here?
We love Thibodeau. So and I have no ambition of going anywhere.
You sound like you're from here.
I don't know.
No, you do. Like you don't have a hard accent. Like you don't have like a hard accent from the words else. Like you sound like you could be like you were. Where you originally from?
St. George, Utah.
Utah.
How long y'all been here for?
Only like a year. That was
2 years. He was 1 year in Baton Rouge and 1 year here. We love it here. Yeah, I mean Nicholls is awesome. It's an incredible place. This region, southern Louisiana. I mean, why would you leave? You got the best food, the nicest people, and it's great.
I feel like everybody that like finds their place here ends up staying once they get here.
You're a letter from here. I just can't find the beauty in it.
What, you can't?
I get
Man, I've been telling you the beauty of it, and you just can't see it.
Well, going away might be the best thing for you. You're gonna go somewhere and realize what you have back home.
Yep.
Yeah, we're straight out to please those YouTube kids.
So, man,
Never please us. Huh?
No,
We're spoiled.
no.
he's gonna go somewhere. He's gonna say, "Shit, man, this ain't like it was back home." He's gonna try to go talk to somebody at the store, and then they'll be like,
He's always slipping on
"Has no fun."
because he go somewhere and be like, man, I wish I could get some crawfish right now.
What? Or king cake season and what?
No, that's a fact.
I need some booze roll too.
I need some Tonys.
I'm curious. Nick calling me
You literally hear,
on my ass about some shit about Matt.
look else. I'm doing this.
Oh man, you already did it. You ain't been here for that long. He's already
Been here for 2 months and you're already getting stressed out. I'm trying to build this game to a diamond. See me, I'm the type of guy, I'm 24/7 nonstop. I'm always working. It don't matter what
You know what kind of coach Nick is? You said you're kind of a laid back coach. Look, Nick's that hard ass guy that's basically drill sergeant at his peak. But everybody's like, I'm like, man, what's wrong? They're like, oh no. Nick just
walked in.
oh my god.
I feel bad. So
God damn.
well, it's just like I try to find that balance, and then it's like it's not a hard job, right? And it's not hard things that we got to do, and it is a lot of creativity that goes into it. But just some things is just like those small details, and that's what like I tend to flip out about it. It was just like also it's just like I come in and my employees now, they pretty much in the office from like 9 till either 9 to 12 or 9 to 1 before I even make it in here, because I'm out on the road. I'm going to get us business. I'm going to get us clients. I'm going to talk with people. I'm going to have meetings. And then I get here and like my guy who was working in the studio today, he like explained it to me the other day. He was like, yeah, man, it's like, it's chill in the office and we get all our stuff done. And then he's like, you come in here and like he grabbed like 3 pins and it's like, you got this pin and you got this thing to do and this pin and that thing to do and that pin and this thing to do. He's like, then you just come in the office and you throw them pins on us. I'm just like, well, bro, I was like, you want work coming to you still? Or you want us to not have no work coming to you and you don't want no more pins? Because if I don't have no more pins to throw at you, we ain't got no more money to give you.
Dude, it was kind of a funny story the other day. This is a random. I was talking about this. I walk in the other day and everybody's kind of like, he must have just got into it, like kind of like driving, getting everybody doing what they need to do. So everybody was kind of quiet. So man, I didn't know. I walk in, I'm like, what's up? I'm trying to be myself, trying to get out the office scene from downstairs and talk to everybody. And everybody's like, oh man, we're kind of on the grind. Like, man, Nick's not going to. Thinking, fuck Nick, I'm getting on this building. He ain't coming for me. Like, you can talk to me for a second. What is he going to say? Don't talk to Austin? No.
Do you find your athletes are performing better when you're more harder, or when you're like kind of like lenient and a little more?
Yeah, because I was about to say like even like because I wanted to even pushing like from our own stuff. Like my main thing is I try not to micromanage my employees. So I feel like that's where they get that kind of vibe, is the fact that I'm not micromanaging them all day, and then whenever I come in and throw all this at them, it's like oh shit, everything just went from 0 to 100 and it went real quick. And then I'm also very high paced. So I'm coming in, I'm like, hey, did y'all get this done? Did you get that done? We have to put this on the list. You have to also get this done. We got this job coming up. So it's like that. And it's like almost consistently. And I have to remind myself to make sure I go and say, hey, good job, everybody. Like, y'all are doing good. Like, I make sure I do give those props. Austin buys my employees freaking lunches on Fridays a lot of the times. I buy them lunches whenever I can on Fridays. I try to keep them fair whenever I can do, just to give them those extra little incentives to show like, hey, we really appreciate y'all. We really, I wouldn't be where I'm at without y'all. Like we building a successful team. Y'all stick with me, listen to me, and I promise you, I'm gonna take y'all to 4 places, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like that, and then that's what I need to remember. I need to remember to toss stones into those buckets too, instead of just, hey, don't mess this shit up. Don't mess this shit up, right?
Just throwing the shit.
A couple of students. I'm certain that my assistant coaches and my players would say that there's times where, you're driving too hard or whatever.
But you kind of have to be.
But
Is that standard you say?
But you have to remember the first thing you said that like kind of like the light bulb went on with me when you said I'm trying to turn this guy into a diamond, and man, that comes from pressure. It comes from like
He's looking at me right now, isn't that? I'm not looking.
Yeah. So it's for pressure. It comes from.
so just really realize when he's getting on you, he's trying to make you the best version of you.
Oh, I know that. So
And that's what I'm trying to make him realize.
Grateful to have somebody that
he's giving me 2 full plays and I haven't even finished my own. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, like,
I'm gonna eat those plays. I'm gonna eat those fucking plays. Sorry, I'm cursing.
no,
I'm very busy,
but no, it's just like, and I try to explain to him too, the more challenges and the more things that we got in these things and the harder it gets, the more that you do them, the easier it gets. So like this challenge that was like, oh my God, what are we going to do for this today? Next week is going to be like, oh shit, it was that.
That's why already let's get better.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it gets easier and easier. And then things that you thought was a big problem or a big issue, all of a sudden it's small problems and small issues. So it's just like, honestly, I love whenever they have a big problem and it comes up and it's like, oh, damn, we got to figure this out. Because I'm like, how are we going to figure this out? But then whenever something goes wrong, where it's like a misspelled word on the post, wow, this is it. What's going on, dude? Like, we can figure it out.
Because that's how that's why I've liked it here so much, because there's always something going on. It's like I've always had my brain to do something, and that is like, but like literally the last week I was just like put out for the.
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody needs their mental breaks, and I'm sure you probably see that with some of the players, right? Like some players just grinding hard and hard and hard, and then it comes to a point where it just so at the end of the day, we're humans, all right? And I look at myself and. Dude, I said I'm not a human almost. Like I try to tell myself that like I'm more than these other humans. Like I'm setting my part as self. I'm setting my part aside. Like I'm gonna go make the extra mile. No, it says like I'm gonna run an extra mile. I'm gonna stay up these extra few hours to get this done, to make this happen before, right? So it's just like I try to set a higher standard even for myself, and with that comes even more pressure that I put on myself that I don't even need on myself. Because it's like we already are doing such a great job, but it's just like I want to do a better job.
There's a lot of value in that. There's a lot of value in that, man.
So good
Yourself. Good things, man. Good things. I love that. That's what we want our players to do, man. We talk about it all the time. Like, I was just telling somebody on the drive in, like, I'm not gonna be satisfied until we're playing this week in Omaha. Like, I believe we could do that at Nicholls.
How wild would that be? I'll be honest, right?
No, absolutely. Look,
Like that would be.
dude. Think about this. LSU makes it to Omaha pretty much every single year. Where does LSU source their players from? Where does Alabama source their players from? Where does Mississippi source their players from? You know where they source their players from. Where they source their players from? South Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana. This area, Louisiana, Southern Mississippi, all of this area, man, is so
All
rich
players,
and
dude, rich and the SEC just in general. And I know y'all not part of the SEC right now, but like just talking about like the SEC just in general, I guess like that's what we not considered. Like what is Nicholls, like the Golden or the same with Southland, the Southland Conference.
Yep.
It's just all of these conferences and like we do better. Like what we had for the past like how many years that were there 2 SEC teams in a national championship that like never happened before. It was like Alabama against LSU, and that happened like 2 or 3 times. The next year it was like Georgia or something. I don't know exact team.
You know, that was last year was Texas A&M and Tennessee. The year before that was LSU or Florida. LSU.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just all these different times. Like,
Look, let me ask you this: you guys LSU playing Arkansas right now, so this might be a silly question. I kind of maybe know my own answer, but what do you think is the biggest thing holding back from getting? I don't want to say better talent, but I guess to get y'all to that next level. I mean, is it obviously? I would have said funding. I mean, look, LSU's got a serious backing. I mean, the money's crazy.
Oh, is Nicholls like playing with LSU?
no, yeah, where they play
They play out. We're talking, play them every year. We played them twice this year.
but in those games, you play them. It's more like a like exhibition type matches. It's not like
Oh, it goes towards our record.
goodness. And we filmed the last LSU game, and y'all were doing good. Y'all, I mean,
Yeah, we had to leave the 7th.
yeah,
So you should win that game.
right.
Oh,
I think the LSU guys had a couple good things, and the Nicholls guys let it get to their head.
you know, we walked a couple guys, and to your point, I think it's just that. I mean, the funding piece is always going to be a challenge in a place like Nicholls. But shoot, I look at and I'm working on a PowerPoint for the fall, like as we bring the players back in August, getting everything settled for the fall. But there's no reason why Nicholls State can't be the next Murray State, man. Murray State is similar to us, man. They were just in Omaha.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oral Roberts a couple of years ago. You know, I mean, and so that's the goal for me. Like,
Is that at the
people
point?
might look at me like I'm crazy, but I really, like, at the bottom of my heart, believe we're gonna take a team from Nicholls to Omaha. That'd be awesome.
No, that would be awesome.
Well, no, the early stage is just like what other scenario?
Also, but like, is that at the point that you're at right now? Is that you're trying to build that foundation again? Because I know you said you came in a year ago and everything was kind of scrambled out and stuff. So are you basically like trying to build, I guess, that kind of staffing to get the correct recruiting and get the correct people to
Get
get?
the right players, get the right coaches. The coaches I have are incredible. They do a great job. But get the right players in, and then build the right mindset, because you know, Skip Bertman, the legendary LSU coach, man, said if you can envision it and you can believe it, then you can do it. And so, you know, I told my wife the other day, and people think I'm crazy, but hey, we're gonna play in Omaha. I'm gonna take a team from Nicholls to Omaha. It's gonna be awesome because you know the people in South Louisiana are gonna turn it up.
Oh, because and LSU was in it.
It was on that Rocco's Jellos.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. We got people like, hey, look, shout out Matt Ory, because if Nicholls goes to there, you better be fucking buying them Jello shots, like I told you. Because I mean, dude, I'm telling you right now, like,
Well, I need you to change your. You know, we're talking about championship vocabulary, so I need you to change your vocabulary.
For real.
Not if, but when.
you're right. You know, I say that all the time. I say, I always am like the biggest guy about saying, I am a millionaire. I am a billionaire. I am making my dreams come true. I am successful. I don't say I will. I am big about that every single day out.
Yeah,
It's intentional, correct. So like, that's why I liked when you said that with your wife. Whereas like, I am going to the national championship. Like I was about to compliment you on that because of like how you just said, and then you corrected me. So I'm like, oh,
well, man, we talk about it to our players all the time, like what you tell yourself, what you vision. You know, those are the things that really matter, and we try to teach that.
oh, reality meets you. It meets you halfway. You put in the work, and then you have that vision. It's almost like it merges and it becomes true.
Yeah, I just had this thought actually. I just had this thought today, and this is gonna be funny, but or goofy, but we need to make it. We need to make it to Omaha in the same year that LSU does, but we need to be on opposite sides of the brackets, because you know, all those LSU fans will turn up for Nicholls State. until we meet in the
then it's cutthroat.
in the chain of the CBA. Risky, it's gonna be go Tiger, and I mean that's my boy, but he's always gonna be true to LSU. Y'all be I know those LSU fans. They would be.
Can you imagine how many people from Louisiana would chill
So let's
in Omaha? It would be ridiculous.
you know, it take over, but it actually goes to another level. Like I know a guy that his name, I ain't gonna call him out on it, but he's like he went to Nicholls, graduated from Nicholls, but he's big into LSU. Goes to all the LSU games, all the away games, everything. Well, they were playing Nicholls at the last Nicholls game, whatever. Well, he shows up. This mofo shows up in an LSU shirt, so everybody's calling him out like that went to school. And I'm like, oh, what you doing over there? He's like, I swear I went to school. I just finished my degree with him over there. And like, we know he finished at Nicholls, but he went get his master's or something like that. It was LSU. And so we're just like, oh, you traitor. Like,
I live the LSU deal, so I get it. I understand that. I laughed though because we had a friend that, you know, the tickets were crazy for that thing for the LSU.
Oh yeah.
Nicholls. So you had just like people hitting you up for tickets. So I got one guy a ticket, and I saw him after the game, and he was wearing a LSU shirt. And I said, man, you walked up to the ticket booth and said you had a ticket from the head coach from Nicholls, and you were wearing that. I'm like, man, what's up with that? He was apologizing, but that's what I mean. LSU's always gonna be kicking her safe.
oh, yeah. I mean, look, LSU is a different breed when that we talking about like diehard fans. Like other states and think they have diehard fans. No, they don't have diehard fans like LSU. That's why you look at that Rocco boy right now in Omaha.
Yeah, rid of 20,000. Every next one.
The next one's like not even at 10,000. The next one's not even in double digits.
Well, the thing that's awesome about it is they're there every year, even if LSU doesn't make it, because they believe LSU's going to go every year, so they make their plans and they're there every single year.
Well, I think Tiger Age just went up there again. He does it every year, but he buys
He thousands of what did he do? Oh, what did he brought Levy Doon up there just now? What didn't he bring Levy Doon with him or something like
I
that?
don't know who he brought, but I can tell you this: Levy and Paul were there. So yeah. He spends, I mean, buku money over there.
Yeah, no, I mean I don't know. Really, so I mean he wanted a few billionaires in the state. I would also.
Over.
Oh yeah, Tiger, the one who owns Raising Cane's.
Yeah. And he's an LSU guy.
Well, yeah, that's where he went. That was LSU. Well, it was a school project. Yeah, it started there.
He could shoot some money to Nicholls. Nobody would care. We'd also be appreciative.
Shout out.
Tiger Raising right here. We got a Raising Cane's right here. A lot of Nicholls goes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Shoot, that Raising Cane's probably produces numbers after games and stuff right there. Honestly. Yeah, because it's always packed, especially whenever anything's going on at Nicholls and Thibodeau.
Yeah.
Yeah, on games, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of all the restaurants too that stays open like till like 3 or 4 a.m. for everybody to go.
That's been open for a while. I remember that should be open when I was like at least 10.
No, I'm talking about like 2 in the morning.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah.
Stays open. I'm not ever awake at that time, so I would.
I am, unfortunately.
During the season, I sometimes am because I don't sleep as good during the season. But
The nerves got you.
No, I think it's like a night owl. Like, look, I'll be laying down sometimes and I get a phone call. I'm like, God damn, man, I said you was something for it. So look, look, I'm funny because I always go, well, I do. Look, you can ask him. It ran like, yo, and he's like, oh, what you doing? I'm like, I mean, I'm not rude. I'm not a rude person, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, but I've always said, I don't even. Oh, not too much, man. What you doing? Hey, look, I know I never answer the phone. Like, hey, bro, what's up? Like, dude, that used to piss me off. Okay, when I was doing like oil field safety stuff, I would get calls in the middle of the night, having to go offshore and do all the stuff that if we had somebody get injured or somebody like that, I always get calls. Okay, well, listen, you want to put that, I guess, so say not your sales voice, but but it is like, look, it'd be 2 o'clock in the morning. I might be dead sleeping, phone ringing. Hello. Like, dude, from that perspective, they're probably like, "Damn, man, what you doing?" I'm like, "You swear I just got back from job? Oh, I just."
Well, I didn't say anything to him the other day. He actually called me like I think it was like at 7 a.m. or something. Like it was like what, like around 7.
Yeah,
he was calling me for something.
Yeah, you sounded wide awake. I was like,
"Oh,
what's up?"
Well, no, you was like, what you actually was like, you was kind of like, "You sleeping?" like, and like he had like that question mark in it, and I was like, no, man, I've been up. Yeah, he literally just told me, like, I was like, nah, dude, I've been up for a little while now. I'm about to get ready. A lot. Okay, man, what you see? Yeah, I got like,
Oh, dude, anybody in your company will never think I'm sleeping.
Dude, I get calls from Nick every morning around 11 or 12 every single day, and that's where I hear it, and I'm like,
listen, and I'm like, I give him till that time to call.
Somebody, sorry, that's a lot out of pocket. That's the one. 12 o'clock, dude. You know. The work you can't finish his dinner. It's fucking lunchtime.
Like, what? Wait, what you talking about?
He talking about I can't finish his plate you give him. Hell, he
I didn't know what he was. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
15 years
Bye.
You'll get it.
Yeah, I'll get there.
You'll get it, Tiger.
I'll get there. Thanks.
Yeah, and he's still young though too. Like we got to remember that too. Like especially with all my employees, everybody. Like I'm the oldest person that in my company, so I'm only 29. But everybody else is in the age is 18 to like 23 or 24. And whenever I was 18 to 24, you don't even want to know what I was doing. It's just to be honest with you. So I'm over here kicking these guys in the butt, and I'm just thinking like I honestly, this is the first time I actually think about that. And if I would have had somebody like that, it would have drove me, and I would have actually probably done more. But at the same time, I see where it would have been like, I've been like, you screw up, August. Well, what you talking about? I got 3 girls that's sleeping over at the bar right now. What's going on? No, you're going to hang out. We're going to drink.
Uncle Nick. So advice to me as a young man, conquering my dreams. Yep. It kind of works. Starting up earlier, right? I'm listening. I have too much freedom. I'm young and I have way too much freedom. I work hard, but I can always work harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I have one of my brothers, like he's a night out, so he might wake up at 11, but my man's working at 3 or 4 in the morning. So
yeah,
I don't know if it really matters at like what time you get up, but it's just
I like that as well.
kind of the same thing that we talked about, man. Just be super disciplined with what you're doing, and be detailed with what you're doing, and man, the sky's the limit. You got a mentor that's trying to turn you into a diamond,
Right away.
I would just cling on to that and take everything you can from it.
Yeah, I try. Still waiting on that cane, so.
Yeah, still waiting on that cancel. It'll be your 3rd plate. I don't know if you can handle that. 2 is too tough.
Tried to wake up early for a while. There's like a whole thing. It's Mr. Brent, yeah? All right, sweet. I'm a Southern. I'm gonna call you Mr. Brent. But anyways, like I did it for a while. It was literally just like, yeah.
Still feel like I could. So like I already told me you were gonna call me dad. And
all right, sweet. All right, so dad, check me out. So like for a while, I was literally like waking up.
You're your next bad boy.
For a while, I was waking up at like 5:30 every morning. I had a little notebook and I had a like to-do list every single day. And I was like trying to do this every single day. I'd wake up at 5:30. I'd go on my morning run and I would like learn and try to work as hard as I can for YouTube, whatever I needed to do for that day.
I think that's bullshit though. I swear to God, I'm not calling you out So I say like you're like that. Like I don't even read this.
It's not realistic.
No, it's not. Like, what you said really resonated. It doesn't really. It's not even that. It's not realistic. I'm
Getting shit that you actually need to get done.
Yeah, not even that. Like all at 5:30 in the morning. First of all, the only reason that you need to be waking up at 5:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, or whatever, is if work demands it, or if you literally need to get up to do it before you have to go to work because your day is gonna be literally that busy that you're not gonna have the time to put in the self-care for you. Other than that, people who's waking up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm a self-health thing, blah blah. Shut up. You ain't doing that because you need to. You're doing that for clout and take whatever. You can wake up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning and have the same productivity if you're not having to show up to a 9 to 5.
Just because you stick it. Just because you want to say, oh, I'm gonna be. If we need to bring you at a certain job, like I'm sorry, if you wake up at 12 and it was supposed to be at 7, we're probably not gonna get the job.
Correct. I'm gonna be realistic. Unless you have like some type of work schedule where you have to be at a 9 to 5 or something like that, then that's the only time. But if you have like a freedom schedule, kind of like you, like a YouTube kid, where you make a pretty decent amount of money from YouTube, and you don't necessarily have a 9 to 5 that you have to show up for every single day, bro, that's all out of the water. Now, you do have other things that you have when you play now that I'm throwing on your plate. Oh, so like the other things that we got going on right now, like just with other companies and everything else that we doing. So yeah, now it would be better for you probably to show up to the office a little bit early, like around 9 or whatever. But before you had all of this, dude, there's no reason for you to be waking up and killing yourself at 5:30 in the morning. That's not really a natural schedule. Wake up a little bit later and do all of the same things that you did, but don't wake up at 5:30 in the morning.
That's what I do now. I sleep till noon, and then all I gotta do is edit videos. So I just do that all day.
Still go run, still go work out, do whatever you. And obviously you flipping and doing this.
See, Nick's just saying that so he can show up to the office late. That's, oh, no, Aaron, get out of here. Hey, look at Brent.
No, I'm just saying is this
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I like to get up early.
I'm a gym guy. I work out at night.
So I like, I like to get up and, I've got a little slack, but I used to get up 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning. And, but I also would try to get to bed by 10 o'clock at night.
See, that's the problem. It's impossible for somebody like me to do that. So
So for a guy that stays up all night, it isn't realistic to get up at 5:30, but you have to find your windows to be productive and get the work done. And if you're doing that, you're probably doing okay.
I get most of my work done from like 5 o'clock and like 12. That's where I'm like really locked in. I feel like most of the time. So
They just do backflips at night?
That's your 8-hour work day, right?
yeah, I knew that. And I'm the same thing, but like think about it like this. I have a 16-hour work day because I go from 9 to 5 because like that's whenever I really start my day off. And then as I get off of 5, if we're not doing a podcast like we're doing right here, I'm going back to the house. I'm either going trying to hard to get a workout. Haven't really been able to work out because we've been so busy. So I'm going to get on the computer at the house. And so then I'm working from barely that time till probably about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning again with my editors, my guys that I need to get stuff from. So it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of hard.
moral of the story: great work ethic.
I guess, yeah, but
Nobody made it big without great work ethic. I don't think.
Year to year.
But it just sucks though, because it's like there's only 24 hours in a day. So it's just like, give me a few more hours in a day, and I'm telling you, I can do so much more.
time deception, bro. You know about that?
Yeah, I tried. I tried it. I trusted that time to sell it. I tried the time deception thing. What I did do it for a while. I was sleeping 4 hours. I take a 4-hour afternoon nap and then work from like 9 at night till about 5 in the morning.
When's your first day?
Did take a 4.
Yeah, let me ask you this. You don't. Hold up. Hold top nose. Brett, no talking to this. Hold up. Let's take a.
Man, hold up. You said you take a what?
4-hour nap.
What? What are you at daycare? What?
No, listen.
God, dude, if I got to take a 4-hour nap and he'd come check on me because I'm probably dead.
Listen.
Like what?
Like probably around, I think it would be about like 4 9. I'm sorry.
How long?
Weeks. I say yeah. So from 5, around 5 o'clock in the afternoon till 9, 4-hour nap. Wake up at 9, work all night till 5 in the morning. 4-hour nap. Wake up, do it again.
So that's 3 days in one day.
Yeah, that's why that was my schedule for a while now. Oh, not anymore. It's not anymore. But that was my schedule for like a solid like 2 years.
All right, so I had a thought real quick.
Yep.
Not to get way off track, but this is a thought.
Right.
What about, let's say, start your day off early, wake up at 5:30, start the grind, work all day. Then you could probably knock off at a decent time, 6, and then sleep good 8 hours at night.
Because my body works different. Because like whenever I have that too much time or stopping, my brain goes into not work mode and it goes into chill mode.
Into time management there.
No, I'm just serious. I'm so serious though. Like we're 4 hours more because I'm just so self-aware. Like literally, like I even have this problem. Like me and my fiance, we fight sometimes about it because she's just like, Nick, come spend time with me. Let's watch a movie. Let's do this. I'm like, baby, I cannot do that. If I go and sit down and take my brain off of the things that I'm doing, all of a sudden you're taking me out of my work group grind. And now I'm not going to want to do nothing for probably like 2 more days because I'm in.
Biz, go. It's my 4-hour nap schedule. Oh, that actually.
Hey, it's so serious though.
I have to get my beauty sleep.
Is there anything like,
Are you going to get that?
besides like actually coaching players and everything, is there like, what's the behind the scenes kind of work? Are you like planning stuff?
Meaning like recruiting.
Yeah, what's all that other stuff besides coaching?
Yeah, I mean,
What's your roles?
Honestly, the
What hats you wear?
the coaching part of it on the field, coaching's probably the smallest.
That's what I figured.
Time wise, that's the least what we do.
Right.
Even though that's what we
Y'all down to do right.
Right.
yeah, I mean, you gotta, you're teaching these kids time management, exactly what we're going through, because they're college students and they have to do their school stuff and then what it requires to be a student athlete. And, so we're on top of all their academics. We're on top of their scheduling. You're on top of all of that. And then on top of that, you have the recruiting piece and the scheduling piece and, the fundraising piece. You're spread pretty thin that way. And you spend most of your time doing those things. And you really do all those things so that you can get on the field and coach and actually do that.
Right.
Y'all have to, I mean, this might be a silly question, but I mean, as far as the facility goes, do y'all have to go in, like being a coach and all that stuff, but you have to go in and actually set up for these games? Or like, I mean, obviously, I might have people to do that to help.
Y'all players aren't right.
Our players do a lot of it. But
That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have like,
we're not like LSU that has eight.
Before so the player don't fall like each game. They go prep the field. They progress for the area.
Set up.
Yeah.
We have turf, but they'll set up the field as far as
Yeah.
the infield's turf.
The dirt's turf too.
Yep, the infield's turf and the outfield's grass.
I did not know that. I didn't realize the baseball field. I knew the softball field one was. Didn't know the baseball field one was too. If you walk, it's not crazy.
Ooh, it's all turf. Oh, I'm that one though.
You right? I did walk on the field. I didn't even realize that. Whoa.
Damn, that's fancy.
So wait, that's
good.
And is that also though? Is that better for like the performance of the players being on turf, or is that
Well, you get better odds, right? Yeah, I mean,
you get better odds? But anyways, that's also
just like I've heard talking about that the other day. Like, we're talking about one of our high school kids that's playing out in Utah in a collegiate league, and the guy said you can tell that he's played on turf a lot. Like he's trying to adjust to playing on a natural surface.
I gotta go. So that brings me to the question: do you find that is that an advantage or disadvantage? Because isn't most of the major league stuff actual field like?
Yeah, pretty much all the professional stuff is natural surface.
okay.
So yeah, it's just the major leagues, though. That stuff to help you, and he took it like LSU. It hurts you, and the fan does an incredible job.
Well,
that's what he plays like turf.
Are they doing turf and stuff too? Also to limit risk and things like that. Like so, like now I'm assuming since they all have turf, there's no need for metal cleats.
No, we still use metal.
Oh yeah, I do still.
But I think the biggest thing is maintenance. You place like Nicholls where we don't have a field crew. We can't afford a field crew, so the turf is easier to take care of. Obviously, in a place like South Louisiana where we get these crazy rainstorms, we don't have to worry about the dirt getting muddy. It's turf.
And then the way that y'all build the field too, like it's not like a very slow, natural, slow.
Yeah. So the turf's awesome. Our grass still can get wet out there, pretty wet, but it's good.
How do they, I mean, might be another silly question, but how do they play after a hard rain? I mean, obviously it's not going to be as
well. It might skip a little on the turf, just like it would on grass. If it's wet, it's going to skip a little bit.
Do you find it drains all better than?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like if it rains, as soon as it stops raining, we're right back on the field.
Played it a little bit on.
Well, we can play a little longer in the rain because of the turf.
Does Thibodeau turf?
Yeah, Heroes Park.
Yeah, it's the Heroes Park. I think that's high school started holding the turf too. They started putting some money into the high schools.
I find turf was always easier for like infield. I played shortstop and it was always easier to like get my ground balls so much easier from turf.
That's true. True hops, no bad hops or bad hops.
Uneven grounds were the worst too because they just either pop. You don't know where are you gonna go. I swear it's so hard and unpredictable. Like I swear you would get one that's right in front of you and all of a sudden it hits bad luck and it's going over you. I swear it's so bad.
Scariest thing for me, like whenever playing ball, because I continued to play softball and stuff like that, and whenever we played with some guys, they had a team and they brought some illegal bats and them things. I'm talking about these balls. It's these illegal bat. Oh, they literally have the shade, that shit. Yeah. So like when they literally they they hollowed out the center. They would put like either bouncy balls or something like that. I don't know. Or sort of different. You cork it with something different, or then you could take them and then you can put them in a bouncer where it literally like.
So now y'all would share them on the way out. Sorry, is there a process there to go about?
Whatever the ball hits off of that bat, like in softball, that ball, you don't know what it's about to do. Like I'm telling you, like it can either be coming straight and then it's coming straight at you. Then all of a sudden the ball will literally just do whoop, and dip down, or like literally just come up and it, whoop. And I seen dudes break their jaws from a ball at third base and shortstop, from a ball coming out of so hot from a dude using an illegal bat. They actually had charges out against the dude that brought an illegal bat at one of the tournaments we played out before.
Yeah, word.
Yep.
Yeah, more trampoline effect. Answer to your question, yeah, we test before every game. So
Y'all switched over to a few years back, so y'all not even using 4-core no more. Y'all using BB core, correct?
BB core, yeah.
Yeah, what was it before? It was 4-core, or was I wrong on that terminology? What was it before BB core?
I don't know that there was no specification. It was just -5s or -3s of BB core. But yeah, so they can manipulate like how hard the ball comes off the bat, and then they still get hot, but we have to test them. So they do a compression test and a yaw test to make sure that the bat isn't deformed.
Whenever y'all get your bats and they're fresh, do y'all have like a little machine you gotta toss that thing into and bounce it around to get the hits out of it, or y'all just straight go into it?
Yeah, we just go hit with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a dude do that before. Like literally bring in a brand new bat. It was like a cat 5 or something like that. Toss it into the machine, let it go for like 3 minutes or whatever. It had like over 1,000 hits technically that was on the hit bat now. And I'm talking about we started hitting with that bat and it was smooth as butter. Oh my God.
We let our guys break theirs in by using them.
I don't even know that was a thing.
Dude, there's so much stuff that's just deeper back into Tesla. I'm though that he could probably go on for days about like because like I was big into golf with like the track. I didn't know y'all use TrackMan also for baseball. We had a TrackMan in my house that we were for golf. Like we would play Pebbles Beach. And, yeah, we did that. Oh yeah, we did everything.
There's a baseball one like that?
Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. That's what they use.
Well, it's not like a simulator, but that's what we use to get all our metrics. So like what the spin rate is of a fastball or a raking ball,
With a TrackMan,
how hard the ball's hit off the bat, what his launch angle is, all what it's.
that range out like around 20 grand for that TrackMan.
Yeah, it's expensive. There we pay a yearly subscription.
Yeah, no that stuff. I mean, but like that's why I was saying, you really start to see the nitty gritty on like how much are you rotating whenever he's coming off of it. Where are you releasing that ball at? If you're pitching, are you releasing that ball right here or compared to right here? What type of speed did you get off of it from right here compared to right here? How much spin came off of that ball? That's who you'll do. It's the details. So if you're saying details.
Yeah, our pitching coaches, he's I tell everybody he's a mad scientist. He's really, really smart. He's brilliant. Was with me at LSU, but he's really good with all the metric stuff and the numbers.
Well, I just got deep into it just from off of golf, like, and learning, like, because I was literally doing the same thing, except I was doing it with club faces and in the golf ball, right? So I was like figuring out, like, all right, if I take my club and I swing, inward towards myself, but I keep my club face open, obviously I'm about to hit a ball and it's gonna fade out and look correct. So it's just like putting all of those things in and thinking about it. I never did that with baseball because I wasn't old enough to understand it whenever I was playing ball compared to now later in life, and now I'm playing golf, and then I started looking at those things, and it's just like if I would have had somebody teach me that when at a younger age, I think I would be at a whole nother level of baseball compared to where I made it at.
Sure. Yeah, it's a little harder in baseball as far as how you hit it and you're just trying to hit the ball because it's, hit a round ball with a round bat square is the hardest thing in all of sports to do, in my opinion. But you use all those metrics for pitching and exactly what you're saying, like where they're releasing, how they're releasing, what it's doing. Like, hey, is it a dead zone heater? Based on spin rate, and if it is, you need to pitch down the zone, or it's a spinning heater and you got to pitch up in the zone, and so you can use all that information to game plan and to kind of know what you got.
Yeah, no, I actually like that. That's actually like really cool. I would like to come and check y'all out one day. Couples? No, like I'm serious. Like I just want to come and see, like just why y'all doing those things and just see like how y'all process and just
Yeah. Cause I actually just hired a gal named Morgan she's just really bright with it too, and we're going to take that whole part of it to a whole new level this year. But yeah, you need to come out when they're throwing bullpens and well, rid of the mess, talk to them and how they use the method.
we definitely gonna be out there. We got the Nicholls partnership now, so we'll be out there getting video and stuff on the regular. So they'll be out there.
The content you guys put out for that LSU game was awesome. See, that stuff really helps our program as far as, you know, I mean, that's the stuff that recruits want to see and it matters to those guys. So we appreciate the partnership and everything you guys done for us so far. We know it's going to help us. It's going to help the program. So once again, get your crew ready for when we go to Omaha. Guys are going to be on the
Plan if you're in that bus, we're all right
with us.
So y'all driving or y'all flying? What?
We're going to fly all over.
Yeah.
We can do whatever they tell us to do, but yeah, you have to be on the behind the scenes and doing all the
For sure. We catch everything. We get y'all talking before we going up there. So how you know everything.
take the recruiting to the next level when they see that.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's basically the goal, and that like how we've been talking about with the athletics program is that we want to show Nicholls in this light of you see all these big colleges releasing all these hype videos and all. Well, look, dude, these are big colleges. They have a whole team of people working on these videos, and they doing it over like a 6 month to a year process to make one video. Just think about this. We did that video for y'all in like a 2-week time period.
Yeah.
Over one game.
It was awesome.
So like now like that are able to get more footage throughout the year and stuff. It's only gonna elevate.
Yeah, like I said, that's where you know, the first thing a recruit does when you reach out to a recruit nowadays, and you speak to this because you're in that generation, but the first thing they're gonna do is go look at your social media and what you're putting out.
Yep.
So it's something we have to do better. We have to get better at as a program.
Y'all doing it. Y'all doing it.
We're fighting for it.
Hell yeah. Well, look, man, I appreciate you coming on today.
Absolutely.
Did y'all have anything before we sign off?
No, I think that's it.
Anything coming on that time?
Well, it's good to come and get reacquainted with my long lost son. Appreciate it, though, man. This was.
Thank you for help, man.
Thanks, Dad.